All right, everyone, how about a little energy weather update? I like these. It's important that you know the energies around you from a perspective of an energy reader. It can be helpful. I got enough friends that call me on a daily basis. Might as well do these readings, right? Might save me the trouble. That said, I've got a pre-shuffle here. I asked the universe, we want to talk about the energies around all of us right now. Well, let's find out, shall we? That's the Seven of Swords staring at you. Don't freak out too much, okay? That said, it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Yeah, I'm asking about the energies around us right now, but you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. So, the energy right now has a dreaminess to it. It's there. It's pretty strong. It's in no small part related to the moon quite a bit and what's going on with that kind of energy, but it's also there within the, I said when Neptune went direct, back in that reading, I said that's the moment where I can kind of sink my teeth in to the energy of the dreams. You find a muse. A lot of times what's important is to find a muse, you know, and that can just be an end goal. You know, the end goal can be your muse sort of a thing. But there's a warning in the energy with this Seven of Swords here in this pre-shuffle, just the surface energy. We'll go deeper in a minute. Not to have any preconceived notions, okay? Some might say that's expectations, but really it's an energy very clear. Seven Swords crossed by the Three of Wands. Where you think you're going is not where you're going. What you think might happen is not quite exactly what's going to happen, all right, within this energy. And this doesn't have to apply to a runner or a runner soulmate. This could just be in your day-to-day life, okay? Expect the unexpected. All right, that's all this is saying. Because where you're actually going is somewhere over the fucking rainbow. It's a Six of Swords energy, right? So don't get in your head about it at all with the Five of Wands, because that will limit your ability to have the long view. This is a Two of Wands is a card of the big picture, okay? It'll also set you back. It's also talking about a downgrade from the Three of Wands back to the Two of Wands. But I gave you both layers of energy that's attached to this. The long view is always important. Right? Lots of people short-sighted, and that's their problem, right? Because whatever is coming, wherever you're headed, somewhere over the rainbow, you're gonna have to act on it fairly quickly. It's gonna be something. It's very impulsive. The energy right now is, while it's dreamy, it's very impulsive, and things will just pop up. There you go. The Empress is right there. That energy will serve you well here. Now, obviously, keep your intuition, keep your scanners peeled, as they used to say on Knight Rider, right? Keep your scanners peeled. Keep that intuition up. Keep that empathy up, all right? But don't have, one thing the Empress never has is too many expectations or preconceived notions about where you're going. Where you're going is actually, I've told you this many times in recent readings, probably better than you think. So don't bother thinking about it. Just get there and be surprised, right? Knight of Wands energy, very strong here. All right, so it could be somebody new you run into, or it could be some new direction you're going in, an opportunity that comes your way. All right, but whatever you think, you're off a little bit. So even if you think something, Steve, I think something fabulous. Well, it's even more, probably more than what you think. Or I won't sugarcoat it. It could go the other way. You could be thinking something fabulous and it's something horrifying. It is possible. Okay, you're all different. But generally, this is pretty positive energy with the Empress here, okay? So, all right, let's shuffle the deck. Let's see what the universe wants to tell us about this energy around us right now. All right, let's go. Give me a reading here. See where we go. Tell my viewers about the surrounding energy here. Tell me more about what's going on, what they can expect, whatever. Let's see. All right. Well, I said it's positive energy, and I meant it. The Sun is the environmental energy around the base energy, which is the center card I'm going to pull. It's a very powerful energy here. It's just an energy of positive, really, more than anything else. That's really what I get off of it. So, okay. So it's the universe sort of, sometimes when I talk, the universe either backs me up or it puts egg in my face. I said just a bit ago, yeah, it could be worse than what you think it is, but I feel this energy is very positive with that Empress there, and I'm right. The universe kind of backed me up on it, because that's what I'm getting there with the Sun. We'll find out more here in a second. Let's pull 3 cards. 4 of Pentacles. What's the center card? 9 of Swords, and what's read with the Four of Pentacles, the Two of Cups. Wow. Wow. Again, the base energy talks about not getting in the Nine of Swords. Something you've been worried about. This is very clear. This energy is very clear. Something you've been worried about, something you've been anxious about, something you've been overthinking about, something you've been staying up at night about, is about to turn out actually a lot better than what you think. Okay? And that can apply across the board. I'm not just talking about a runner here. All right? When we get this a lot, I've got to see what's fueling this. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Yeah, it again, a message of change. Whatever this Nine of Swords is to you, let's look at the picture. Whatever that is to you, been driving you batshit crazy, right? It turns out better than you think. That's sort of what the Seven of Swords in the pre-shuffle was talking about. Where you think you're going or how you think something's going to turn out has nothing to do with how it's going to be. The energy around us right now is a bit of a trickster energy on some level here. Now, the Four of Pentacles is read with the Two of Cups here. All right? Having expectations in this energy, having preconceived notions actually holds back energy from balancing. You're knocking your own energy out of balance by having fears, expectations. We are in a time, and I've said this on many readings recently, we're at a time where you've got to let go of fear. It has to do with the core energy and a couple of key astrological alignments pulling on that energy. You've got to let go of fear and paranoia, anxiety, things like that. And that energy is peaking, I said, just after Christmas, probably somewhere between the 26th and 29th. Something in that range. That energy is peaking where you'll need to let go of the fear. Otherwise, you're knocking your own energy out of balance and you're holding back this Two of Cups. And we're going to pull on that Two of Cups right now. Okay? All right. Why is the Two of Cups here? It's important. A lot of people, and not a lot, but there's a few people get on me who are like, well, sometimes you repeat yourself. You say one thing in one reading and then you say the same thing in another reading. Yeah, because Steve Love Tarot is real. I'm just following the energy. I'm just doing for you what I'm going to get 50 phone calls about from friends over the... I'm hoping I'll just send them all to this video so I can save myself the trouble on the telephone. Yeah, that's how energy works. That's how life works. If somebody's pulling readings and it changes drastically from week to week, there's your sign right there that somebody's full of shit. There's your sign. That's not how life works, is it? Things change very slowly if they ever truly change at all. I mean, I've lived in my neighborhood here for, 14 years now. Very little. I mean, there's been some changes, but really very little. If I was to play a, sort of a cartoon flip book of pictures, very few changes. It's just, that's a good example of what I'm talking about. So the fact that I get a repeating message of something we've talked about before, about, again, letting go of fear, little bits and pieces that I've mentioned, that's a good thing. That means that the readings have been spot on, and that means that the energy is real. And it's very clear here that something turns out better than you think it is. And it's also very clear that you should not have preconceived notions about where you're going in this energy. Something's going to happen. A message is going to come in that brings a lot of change. And it changes what? It changes your long view. Like I talked about in the pre-shuffle off that Two of Wands, one of the energy. That's somebody with very long view. And most cards, it's somebody standing there and they got the world in their hands, right? Yeah. Something comes in and changes your long view here, all right? And the energy right now, the environmental energy around this Two of Cups, okay? Why you don't want to have fear, why you don't want to knock it out of balance is because it's very hidden. It's crossed by the moon, okay? There is something coming to the surface here, and it pops up fairly quickly. You'll miss it if you're busy, if you're stuck in Nine Swords, which is we go round and round in our head about nonsense. Okay, you'll miss it. It happens very quickly. It comes to the surface. That's my Queen of Cups energy right there. When I read this deck, that's my Queen of Cups energy. And it's the most love I can pull from the deck, but it's coming to the surface fairly quickly. She's running out of the ability to stay underwater here. A lot of hidden energy here. And there's nothing to be afraid of. Actually, it represents a new beginning for you, what's coming to the surface. Three of Pentacles, a stable, solid new beginning, a new direction even. I think this teaches you something on some level too. I've mentioned that in recent readings. I think whatever this Two of Cups represents, and again, the key to this happening, the key is a message coming in. But again, no matter what comes in, whether it's positive or negative for you, and I think for most of you it's fairly positive, but I have to put that in there. Whatever it is, don't be afraid of it. Just flow with the energy. Whatever happens, whatever somebody tells you that changes everything, right? Somebody tells you they love you. Doctor tells you you got 6 weeks to live. Whatever the fuck it is, those are huge extremes I just gave you. Just flow with the energy. Okay, just keep flowing with it. Don't get in 9 swords. This is worry. It's spinning your wheels and it wastes energy. It's like sitting there, revving your engine with holding down the brake pedal, just spinning the wheels and smoke flying everywhere. That's all it is. It's called power braking, right? Don't power brake in your own damn life. I think you learned something here. I'm right. I knew it. Fucking Page of Pentacles, my card of the student. Yeah. There's something here. It changes everything. I was just going to say it changes everything. Why is that here? The next card is the Wheel of Fortune. The key element to take away here is where you think you're going. Long term, long range, the long view. Where you think you're going, you're wrong. On some level, you're wrong. Because the energy is distorting things a little bit. It's messing with things. It's like a mirage in the desert, right? You're thirsty. You're walking through the dry desert and you see a pond. You're like, oh, thank God, I'm just going to dive into that. And you dive in, and in the case of that example, it turns out you think you're jumping in water. You're just jumping in a pile of sand. There's nothing there. That's what's happening here. But something is happening that changes your long view. For the majority of you, it's very positive, and the universe was very clear about that with that Sun card. A message of change, very positive, shows you exactly where to go. We're getting closer and closer to it, but the reason this reading probably came out this way within this energy is this right here, this fear. That's your key energy right there. To take the advantage of the energies around us right now. And you could take my advice here and you can take what I'm saying and fuck it off and go, whatever, yeah, exactly. Even Flem the Parrot, you're like, whatever, right? You can do that if you want. But take it for what it's worth to you. To take best advantage of the energy that's around all of us right now. Be fearless and just flow with it. Stay out of 9 swords, all right? If you have to, focus on things that make you happy. Focus on some kind of end goal. Fine, you can have that end goal, but know that you might be off in what you're thinking about. Just put down any fear. It holds back this from coming in. What's this? Well, this has to do with this Knight of Swords, this message of change. I think for most of you, this has nothing to do with a runner or a soulmate. This is about your life. This is about the direction, the long view direction of your life. These are big energies. In fact, the energy of 2024 is very big. There's something in the energy that astrologers are calling, I believe it's the bow, or bow, like a bow and arrow kind of a thing. There are major planets that are creating this. I'm not your astrologer, so I'm not going to go into it, but I know the effect that it's having. All right, and our trajectory is being changed quite a bit. This is where you kind of get to find out. All right, so let's take a look before we go here. This is big energy here. All right, whatever this is changes everything. Everything. Your long view, where you're pointing your arrow, where you're heading, the plans you're making, huge change. For most of you, it's very positive. All right, very positive. And don't come at me and go, well, you gave some example about a doctor saying I had 6 weeks left to live. It was just an example, just an extreme of somebody telling you they love you and whatever. And even if they did, perhaps they're wrong a lot, number one. But even if they did do something like that, perhaps that is an important message of change. Maybe you change some lifestyle habits. Maybe you change some things and then you correct that issue. I don't know. Or maybe you go out and teach people how not to be like however you ended up like that. I don't know. Maybe you become an inspiration for people. I don't know. But whatever it is, something big is happening here in the energy if you can put down fear. Fear is the killer of this. You want nothing to happen? Fine. Stay in 9 swords, hold back, have fears. You won't. You'll knock your own energy out of balance, and this surrounding energies won't benefit you if you do that. It's very clear here, and I can tell you it's very clear in the energy. I'm going to pull on this 4 of Pentacles just for shits and giggles here. I don't know what the universe is going to tell me about it, but let's pull on it. Because it's sort of the linchpin of the whole damn thing here. What's going on? Come on. My God. The Hermit. Yeah, be the Hermit. Environmental, it's the universe, it's what I said. The Hermit's not, does that look afraid to you? Just flow with the energy. The environmental energy around this, around this fear thing is the Hermit, okay? If you can get in this energy, the environmental energy, get in the flow, relax, stay out of 9 swords. And stop being a doubter every time I pull a reading, if you're that person, right? You know the one who thumbs it down before they even watch it, yet they watch it, right? That you're not helping yourself talking to that person. You're not helping yourself at all. You're the cause of all your own problems. Your life doesn't change. My predictions don't come true because of you, because you're knocking your own energy out of balance. You know, people who thrive in this world are the Hermit. They flow with the energy. Whatever comes at them, they act like water. Water takes the shape of whatever it's poured into. In this energy, if you can accomplish that, if you realize that, well, I got this long view, but that's probably, I mean, maybe it'll happen that way, or you have to allow for contingencies at the very least, right? Being rigid won't help you either in this energy, let me tell you that. What's on top? Ace of Swords. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Page of Wands. Yeah, again, flow with the energy. New beginning is possible. New adventures are possible here. What holds it back is the base energy. All right? And some people, and the energy for that is here. Energy is always in layers. Some people are afraid of change and new beginnings. If you're afraid of change, if that's your issue, right, you will hold yourself back from this. You have to find a way to put this down. Let this damn, you know what? Your inspiration for stopping being afraid of change just for a little while, letting go of that fear, if that's you, is this card and this card. These two together. The Knight of Swords crossing the Sun. Okay? There's nothing to be afraid of here. Whatever it is, good news or bad news, there's nothing to be afraid of here. Straight up. There never is. Just flow with the energy. Alright? It's very important. Wow. Anything else the universe wants to tell you, just for fun? Let's grab the Witches. One card and a crossing card before we go. This is great. I want everybody to take advantage of this energy. One of the key ways to do that, aside from putting down the fears and everything we talked about, is daydreaming. It's ideal energy for daydreaming. Whatever it is, just know it's a daydream. Dream something crazy. Put it out there. Feel it. Feel yourself living that daydream. Put it out there. You know, feel something completely, whatever it is. Dream up something crazy for yourself, some future for yourself. This is about long view. This is about future. So keep that in mind, all right? So, whatever. Create a whole cast of characters if you want to. It doesn't matter. It's about the feelings you put out to the universe, showing it what you want. I'm just saying the energy is conducive for that. So if you are a daydreamer, you'll accomplish a lot within this energy for sure. One card to crossing card. One card to crossing card. Ace crossed by an ace. I mean, listen, this is perfect order too, because the Ace of Swords was right here. All right, if you can get in the flow of energy, you get this beautiful Ace of Swords energy, which is a beautiful new beginning. It really is. It's Archangel Michael's sword of truth here. But the truth that's coming out here is, again, you can get in the way of this. Try to put down not just fear, but also doubt. Okay? Try to be like water in this energy. It's extremely important. If you want to take advantage of it, if you want this right here, this life-changing thing right here with balanced energy around you, 2 of Cups could represent a soulmate coming towards you. Really, here in the reading, is just representing balanced energy. But look, that's the energy that's around you. If I was your astrologer and I was writing a general horoscope, I'd say you've got to put down fear. What's changing around you is better than you think. You're going somewhere that's better than you realize. You have information coming towards you which will be blocked or deflected by fear. or doubt, okay? And don't get discouraged and freak out if when you find out when this comes in that it's not what you thought it was going to be, like I said in the pre-shuffle. Don't let nothing freaks out the hermit, okay? And this hermit, by the way, is fueled by a very stable energy, the King of Pentacles, all right? Nothing freaks out either of these guys right here. Just flow with the energy, all right? That's all I can tell you. This is really nice. And this, I got 2 aces here. But this Ace of Wands can blow out. However, the Ace of Wands in the base energy has the butterfly. This is very transformative, whatever it is. Very transformative. And I do think it happens quickly. Often that's the case with the Ace of Swords as well. It cuts through very quickly. All right? So, and same thing with the Ace of Wands. It can be very explosive and happen very fast. These are 2 pretty fast-moving energies here. All right? That's your reading. It's the best advice I can give you. Follow your own advice. Heed your own counsel. Do whatever you want to do. I'm just telling you about the energies around you and trying to stop a bunch of phone calls from friends who are going to call as they do every week and want to know about the energies around them. By doing this video, I'll just direct them all here. That's it. That's what's going on. All right? Good luck.